Hi, and welcome back to All Things Equilateral. You guys, I love it when you come back. Today, I'm supposed to be doing a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know if you're like me, if you're a busy mom or dad or college student or high school student or whatever. The end of the year is crazy. There are projects, there's school concerts. I even have a high school graduation this year for my oldest. So yeah, I shouldn't be doing any videos, but here I am with you, doing a video that I've been wanting to do for a while. And that's series I won't finish, books I won't read. It's time. So let me launch in with the first series that I'm never ever in a million years gonna read, and that's 50 Shades of Grey. Hate that book, and I hate it for all the reasons you already know, but I hate it also because of the origin. It was originally dumb, stupid fan fiction story based on Twilight, and the author has never given Stephenie Meyer any credit for the characters and the family relationships that Stephenie created and that E.L. James just ripped off. And you know what? It just makes me all sorts of irrationally angry. Never gonna read it. It's stupid. It's poorly written. You guys know already. Don't read it. Please stop. Book number 2. Okay, it's actually a series. I read the first one, and I'm never gonna read the other 2. In fact, as this became a movie and before the third book came out, everyone kind of got upset. I had already told people and given them my opinion that the first book was all sorts of dumb. So that's Divergent. I struggled with it because in the world of dystopia, my favorite book is 1984 by George Orwell. So I compare things to that. That's like my measuring stick. This book, one of the things of a good dystopian to me is something that if things went awry in our current government, social sphere, or economic world, it could happen. So the Hunger Games, you know what? It could happen. I'm trying to think of other dystopians, even alien invasions. It could happen. But never in a million years would a society be designed and based and the faction names, please. Never in a million years would this happen. Never in a million years would you have the most pliant people become world leaders, I think, given the state of our own politics here in America. Yeah, but I hated it, and I never went on to finish it. So yeah, there's that. Okay, number 3, I'm going into some oldies here. Number 3, The Host. I think this was supposed to be a series. I love Stephenie Meyer's writing. There's something about it that just, the characters and the family relationships and kind of their background histories, I fell in love with it. I know it has its flaws, the Twilight series. So I was very eager to go into The Host. Hated it. Like, the characters were just bland. They were two-dimensional. It's what she does best, and she failed me. So I don't know if she'll ever finish the series, but I won't be there for it. And having said that, the Beautiful Creature series, I loved the first book, and I kind of wanted to just leave it there. I really didn't want to find out if What's Her Name was good or bad or whatever. I was done. Some books should be, I think, either a duology or just standalones. What's wrong with standalones? They're good. Okay, and another popular series that's, I guess, I don't know if it's fan fiction or not because it's real life fan fiction, Anna Todd and the After series, which is based on Harry Styles, I guess, in kind of One Direction. I live with the Directioner. She knows. And, the man's all sorts of cute. And sure, writers can take off from somebody that's famous and kind of create their character. I read a part of it on Wattpad, and I was like, this is a coming-of-age story, but it's so cliche. And there's like thousands of pages of it. Now, I totally respect people who love it, but there are better books that cover kind of the same subject. Good girl meets bad boy in college. I can't think of any right now, but I know there's some better ones. Oh, yes, in fact, there is. Easy by Tamara Weber is one. So pick that up instead. Just saying. Okay, the next 3 are adult books. And let me just say, the very first one I'm going to mention was an Oprah Book Club selection when Oprah was doing stuff. And it was there at Costco, and I picked it up because, I'm a mom, and I felt like, gosh, I should read everything that Oprah recommends. It was that period of my life. I was wrong. I was so wrong. But Eat, Pray, Love by whoever it is. I read the first couple of chapters, and you know what? I didn't like her. She was lying on her bathroom floor crying about the state of her marriage, which was, you know, good or whatever. They might have grown apart. I didn't care. I never wanted to go on the journey where she eats her way through, you know, Italy and prays in India, because you know what? As women, we can do that anytime. You don't need anyone's permission to do that. Oprah's or your husband's or partners or whatever. I mean, this book bored me, and so instead I went to the store and picked up a book with these hands and an apple on the cover, because it said it was about vampires, and I was like, yes please, anything but, you know, a woman crying about her state of affairs when she's only 30 and has so much of her life to live. The other two adult books are Gone Girl and Me Before You. Now I know before I even say anything, people love it. I haven't even read them, and here's why. I don't like to be manipulated emotionally into feeling for things, for characters. I feel like Nicholas Sparks does that too. I have not read any of his books. I don't want to be manipulated. I want to experience the journey and not feel like, oh, there's something coming that's gonna trick you, you know? I'm nearing the end. I only have 2 books left. The first one, I love the first one, and that's the Throne of Glass series, about a girl assassin. I mean, how kick butt is that? Loved it. Loved it. Loved the manipulation, the kind of political intrigue. Sarah J. Maas wrote Krenov Midnight, and it became a coming-of-age story for the main character. See the blink? Yeah, I was done. I wanted more of the political intrigue. I wanted more of, you know, the character just doing what she did. She's an assassin. And then the last book, and I know a lot of people talk about the poetic quality of the author's writing, Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. It's just not for me, you know? There's certain books that my friends love, and I'm just like, okay, so it's a collection of wacky characters, and where's the plot? I got, I think, about 50 pages into the book before I was like, you know what? I've lived in a wacky town before, and I think I've met some of these characters. So, yeah, I'm bored. And I dropped that book off back at the library, never picked it up again, really don't care, and haven't picked up any of her other work as a result, which might be a shame. Maybe there are authors I should give a second chance to. Won't you leave me a little comment down below and let me know? Maybe I've made a mistake. Maybe I should give, you know, some of these authors a second chance. Let me know which books are on your never gonna read list, never gonna finish series. And you know what, if you like this video, this is something different, not an unboxing, give me a thumbs up, won't you? And subscribe to the channel, and I promise I will produce more stuff like this instead of just unboxings. I solemnly swear. Cut.